Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run OvenBreak, where we're going to go ahead and tackle Steak Cookie's trial to try and get both Diamond Rank and Rainbow Rank on it. Now, my Steak Cookie obviously is at max level, which is very good, but of course, just like any other time that I focus on the Cookie trial trying to get Diamond and Rainbow Rank, I'm doing this also for the purpose of getting the Cookie Cup rewards. If you don't know what the Cookie Cup is, any time, like any month, like the first month that the cookie's released, basically you have a time limit on their trial that lasts up to a month, and if you're able to get any sort of ranking, you get boosted rewards. Like normally, you'd get 50 gems for Ruby 2, but with the Cookie Cup, you would get 50, and the Cookie Cup would provide you 100 gems. But this goes to a lot, from a plethora of gems, crystals, and a bunch of other things for both normal mode and hard mode. So we're going to do a quick recap on who Steak Cookie is before we actually jump into this trial just to try and get the sweet Diamond Rank. So, let's go ahead and do a read up on his story, which says right here, that's very close to being max. It says right here, baked under the blazing sun of a vast desert by using a rustic grilled steak that was seared over open flames. Steak Cookie is a rugged bounty hunter who never bothers with the small fry. Danger is the only thing that can satiate this framed crime fighter's appetite. After all, the higher the bounty, the greater the thrill. Perhaps his unquenchable thirst for daredevil antics comes to the fact his dough has more steak than flour. Blink in the face of chaos? Not in his unshakable recipe for boldness. Stealth? Never heard of it. He scoffs as he charges headfirst into the dens of crimes with nothing but his trusty steak knife. He always one slice ahead of his foes, and as always, or as one swing of the blade is all he needs to prove why he's called the best of the business. He may forget to claim the bounty after capturing his target from time to time, but no matter, there's always another outlaw on the run, and he's already grinning from ear to ear at the idea of starting his next pursuit. Steak Cookie often disappears without a word and reappears with a batch of fresh wanted posters in the pocket of his duster. Don't let his laid-back attitude fool you. His blade and his wit are anything but dull. Even though it looks like he's wielding a butter knife, I guess that's got to be pretty well sharpened for him to pull that off. He's basically a bounty hunter of sorts, and according to his skill it says, outlaws appear at fixed intervals and charge at the cookie. Tap the button at the right time to fend them off. Thwarted outlaws are sent flying and leave behind steak jellies. When more outlaws appear, the cookie spins the steak knife to blast them away. Bounty jellies are created based on the success rate. Level up for more points for steak jellies. Good enough for me, just, keep on slashing at the enemies with a knife. Now, of course, can't forget about his really good pet, Wild Fork. This fork be wild, and according to the story here, in the unforgiving Badlands, brandishing a fork out in the open might just get you in trouble. Unless you're Wild Fork, toughened up by life on the frontier, this trusty pet can shoot the fleas off a dog's back at 500 yards, and the same goes for jellies. Wild Fork also makes sure Steak Cookie doesn't go hungry when he's chasing criminals for days on end. When trouble sneaks behind the bounty hunter, Wild Fork's the best to leap in, ready to cover his back. Folks say that behind every great bounty hunter is an even sharper partner, and Wild Fork's definitely getting the sharp lines to prove it. I'm sorry, and Wild Fork's definitely got the sharp tines to prove it. I'm sorry, my chest was just going rampant right there. It just has, him slamming the fork down for points, as it says right here. Slams the ground to destroy obstacles and collect nearby jellies at fixed intervals. Level up for more fork slam points. Slams the fork down, and bam, it just eats. Now, the last thing I can mention is that he also has an associated treasure, which is this. The Supreme Sunblade, which, according to the bonus, it's only associated with Leek Cookie and Steak Cookie. Probably because they're swords or something. Blades of the sort. And it says, according to the story, legends say countless cookie heroes have come to the Temple of the Sun in hopes of acquiring this mystic blade. And according to the actual skill, gains a piercing charge at regular intervals. When you have a charge, you will pierce and destroy nearby obstacles, level up for more piercing points. This treasure is basically totally perfect for destruction, and we're gonna see. Now, are these the best things to really try and get Diamond and Rainbow Rank? Well, we're gonna just use the recommended combi here. If there's any other better combi, you're probably using a legendary treasure, much like the Trident, which I would like to use, but, yeesh. Good luck with that one. I did recently buy one of the, well, it's not even a trident. It looks like a trident, but it's a spear. But, I did recently, buy one of those spears from the Gem Exchange Center, so I can upgrade it more. By the way, this skill is actually a lot more easy than you think, because all you have to do is just press the slide button over and over. I'm sorry, I just had to pay attention. I really like how the sound for Steak Cookie sliding is just, whoop. It could be him whistling. And then any other noise, he's it's like some wind rustling? I don't know, it's hard to describe. If I could turn the noise off and, explain that more, oh, I'm floating traffic cone. Yeah, of course. Because our sword is just gonna kill cookies. Why not? Anyway, let's just slash all these about. Which, by the way, Steak Cookie can destroy some of these obstacles, which is better for destruction points, but what are you gonna do? And you gotta love how after the skill is done where Steak Cookie takes out all the bandits, literally, you see a picture of the bandits just Well, shoot. What do we do now? We just got caught. I didn't do nothing. Free me. I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm sorry. The expression just looks so derpy that it's just like hilarious. Also, I really like how on that plate there's just a little fish. Just a fish head straight up. Not even descale. It's just a fish head served. Good job, Cookie Run. Gotta love the sanitation. Sometimes, you know what's nice? A little fun game that you should do if you're ever playing OvenBreak. Just take some time, just pay attention to like some of the weird obstacles on here. Like, let's take a moment and do that. Like, for example, you have some cookies, obviously. There's a faucet and like some pull thing to attach the ship in that has faces on it. Tiny cookies running with traffic cones. Cookies talking to each other, which those things are adorable. And of course, you got some platforming with stools and stuff that you can run on. I'm sorry that I'm literally slitting Cookie's faces in half. I'm sorry. By the way, love the wild fork designs on here. Look very sweet. Light boys who look like they're sleeping. The hooks even just look like super neutral. Those things, by the way, they were just wild birds on here. You know, that's not good. Oh, there was some Jello right there. Nice if you can think of Jello. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I like gelatin. Like nice served like gelatin things, but like it's been so long since I've seen it. What I prefer, because I've seen these more, people just throwing barrels, because why not? What I prefer personally is a nice Jello cake. You know what Jello cake is? It's basically just cake, but with the Jello mix, and it makes it taste so much more moist and delectable. Especially if you don't even use normal frosting, use like this whipped cream. Because like whipped cream and Jello, top tier combination. Genuinely top tier combination. But whipped cream and Jello cake? You got something cooking right there. By the way, those were different hooks. You saw those hooks, they were different. But like, yeah, slice up all those steaks. It is kind of a risk to kind of like jump, especially if you double jump during this go, because there's a chance that like one of those bounties can just like slip right underneath you. But still, for the most part, oh, what was that? That was like a champagne glass? Probably not champagne. It's like, you know, sparkling juice or something. But you know me, we did get diamond rank, which is perfect. So if we wanted to, we could just stop running altogether. But we know we have our plumbing red egg of revival. I did not grab that potion. I wanted to grab it because I was just like, you know, I think I could, you know, maybe if I didn't get that. Oh, we're back in debt. Don't worry, Isco's gonna activate and we're gonna be back over. You know, I can understand. If you got that one potion, it just looked like, it's because of the hat, you know, it's because of the hat. I was just thinking like, oh, okay, well, if we get the, if we just get that, you know, and we're about to run out of energy, right in the trash chute. Hey. Well, now I'm done. All right, well, anywho, it's because of the hat. I thought like, oh, I could definitely get that if I just walk under it. No, the hat grazes it. You just don't get nothing. All right, well, we did manage to get diamond rank, and we got top 30%, which actually isn't too bad. But now we have to focus on the more harder part at hand, going back here and unlocking hard mode. Now, what's the big twist about this one? Well, level 12 and level 6, so it doesn't matter, we're already maxed out with this combi, which we may as well equip. And it's gonna get even rougher and tougher around here. But since I got diamond rank, don't I? No, I won't. I was gonna say, don't I get like, you know, all like trial things done in like a trial region? But I realize it's not gonna work because it's gonna tell me like, oh, well, by the way, this thing is just still a glitch for me. Like, I can't return back. There's no button that I can press that makes me return. I'm just stuck forever like this. Maybe if I uninstall and reinstall the game, it can actually fix it, but do I really want to do that? My answer is no. So instead, I'm just going to go back here, and I'm just going to do it by the books. Now, usually whenever there's a hard mode, obviously the level's harder, like, whoa, news of the century. But also, they tend to have a little extra theme that happens around here that makes the level difficult. Like, for example, if I were to go back, there's a difference between some certain hard modes. Like, for example, when White Pete's Cookie Trial, there was a lot more, like, enemies just in your way trying to stop you. I didn't check with Obscure Umber because I didn't make it that way. Dragon Eye is the same thing, but with, you know, Longan Dragon trying to stop you. Strawberry Crepe, similar with, like, you know, I think it was, like, you know, lasers and stuff like that. There's a lot of differences when it comes to hard mode, but usually there's one key difference that makes it harder. So, I want to pop in here and see what the big difference with this one is to see what they added. You'll understand when you get to compare and contrast between the trial that I just ran them. So, this is hard mode. Yeah, okay. And by the way, to get the first ranking of hard gold, oh my gosh, look at all those jellies. To get the first rank of hard gold, you need to basically make it to the very score that you reach diamond rank on. So you got to run through the whole entire trial again, and then just pray. Well, I do see some birds. So far, it looks like there's a bigger mess on the cruise, because I see a lot more hooks. Tables are tipped over. More of those, like, faucet-looking things. Birds flying around. There's literally a cookie crying right there, because they just hit a rail. Someone should help on that. What is that? Okay, it's just juice. It's probably like, I just wanted to look at that bottle thing. I was just like, oh, I want to see that. But it's probably just juice. But anywho, let's shred all these plebs, because you're not going to try and put any sort of contraband on this ship. Thank you very much. Get the pleb out of there. And I can get these. I'm probably going to need to get a bunch of smaller potions, considering I've already gotten 2 so far. So, kind of worrying, but also want to make sure that the gifts are, well, thank you, Fork. Oh, yeah, good luck going through there without getting the big potion. Good plumbing luck. But, yeah, a lot of potions around. A plug? Who the plug was that? Who's just underneath that little faucet thing? I will not take that. Okay, that's awful. I guess I just missed that potion. Because I just jumped over. That's not... Oh, I'm going to be upset if that one potion is like all it took. Because this thing has happened so many times before. I miss one potion, or like one little mistake causes it so that I have to restart, and all I end up with is like, you know, hard ruby or something like that. Nowhere, like, I mean, close to rainbow, but not close enough. And that stuff makes me upset. And like, I want to just restart right now, but I'm just like, you know, let me scope this stuff out first so I can get a little bit of familiarity. Like, who the pleb are you just hiding under there? By the way, do these things have like different faces? Those like things that like stop the ship with the ropes around, they look more bored. Like, are you just like, oh man, this stuff again? Why is it always just us that has to be tied up? Why can't it be the actual bounties? Which, I'm sorry, but like, it's just the name of the game. OvenBreak, you know? I'm basically going to be oven breaking all these obstacles. Anyway, oh my gosh, all those are giant. I'll collect those, except for the one rainbow bird jelly, just because why the pleb not? And I do like how there's a small animation where, you know, when Wild Fork finishes stabbing a bunch of things, just throws it up in the air, opens its non-existent mouth, and just like, yum. Who needs this many traffic cones? I thought I was about to get hit right there. I would have been very upset. This time, I'm not going to let that small potion graze under my hat. Alright. We do have a red egg of resurrection, so maybe, hopefully, we can get just enough points to actually get ruby after we get revived here. Because I think I actually will be able to reach diamond, but, oh my gosh. I think that, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even see the plumbing, jelly transformation thing, the obstacle destruction thing. I didn't even see it. Oh my gosh, look at that. We got rainbow rank, but here comes a big plot twist. Now we gotta get it again. Oh my gosh, are we gonna have enough jellies to actually pull it off? Because I messed up quite a lot here. 7 million? Wait, it might be... Okay, wait, our skill activated. Okay, fine, whatever. Our skill activated, that's what matters. I was just thinking like, please. We got it done, it's fine. We're definitely not gonna break any sort of records. But that was like the end of the trial anyway, as you can see here, bam. Yeah, I'm gonna collect these. Thank you. Alright. Over 800 million, even though I messed up so many times. I'm still taking it. That's still a win in my book. As long as I cross the finish line, I'm not gonna like judge over having first. Top 40. I'm past 50%. Hey, that's impressive. You can get more rewards depending on how high your ranking is for the cookie cups, which mine I guess both are just like top 50%. So both like 1,200 ain't bad. But if you got more, you can get thousands of gems. And hard mode, top tier, top 5% gives you an extra legendary jelly. So if you really want to crank down the trial, then try going for that. But we managed to get diamond rank and rainbow rank on Stay Cookies trial. That's all I wanted, and now we're not going to panic about it. So with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my cookie run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications on my channel. Also, down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, like my merch store, the Pleb Market, my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, and also my new membership stuff where for just $1 a month you can become a pleb, and you can see exclusive content and behind-the-scenes stuff and teasers. But above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese. I want to give an enormous thanks to all the members who are deciding to join the YouTube membership stuff that I have for the plebs, with the members being currently right now Jojo Stands, Blobby Eduardo, and Casual Gaming 22. Thank you all for the support, and hopefully stay tuned to see some more exclusive behind the scenes stuff, upcoming videos, and whatnot.